What's up, y'all? NRW, Nerds Rule the World. Here with my pal, Heather Hertz, to give you another week of entertainment picks. Heather, how are you today?
I am very busy. Very, very busy. What about you?
Same,
How about you?
same. I'm all over the place. I'm wondering what's going on, even as we get started. Since last week to me was a banger. We had Dolly, we had The Bride. What else did we have? Oh my gosh, why am I forgetting everything? I think all of last week's picks were just super dope.
Mhm.
Because I had already seen them, and I know you hadn't seen some, but yeah, recommend. This week is kind of a so-so week. I think there's more projects on TV that we're digging, and it'll be reflected, I know, in a second with the picks. But anything new since last week, or outside of what we discussed last week?
To be fair, just to go back a second, it's my birthday this week, so this week's pretty great. I don't know about y'all, but
Oh, what am I doing? Air horns. I'm gonna put it in post. Burr, 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 burr. It's Heather's birthday week. Let's go. Let's go. She doesn't like that. She doesn't celebrate like that. But we're going off more set of air horns. Burr, 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 burr. There you go.
that was all play to to say South by Southwest is this week. So one of the big reasons that the week in total is kind of shitty, not to put it just to put it honestly, is a lot of new stuff is coming to South by Southwest, and a lot of big companies do not want to compete with that. It's intentional. It's on purpose. They are at South by Southwest, trying to see what's coming up, what will be in theaters in the future. So to be fair, it might appear like a shitty week unless you're in Austin and you're just having a blast with great films all week.
You know what, Heather, I like that you said that. So I'm gonna tag on that. We may not be at South by Southwest right now, but I've been talking to some of the great filmmakers at South by Southwest, and I've
With me
actually
too. I've been doing it too.
you too. Okay, that's right. And we've actually screened some of those projects. One of the ones I'm really hype about. I don't know if you've watched it yet. I hope I sent it over to you. Edie Arnold is a loser. I really love that film. It's like the new age 2026 Napoleon Dynamite. Highly recommend. But yeah, there's a lot of projects, and you'll look for those interviews on the channel. We'll be posting them up. We also got some Oscar coverage. We're getting ready to get into the Oscars, I think, this weekend, Heather, or is it next weekend? I think Oscars is coming up this weekend.
Uh, it's,
But
it's it's either this weekend. I think it might be the next weekend, but it's
yeah,
time is a circle in a straight line. So what are we?
yeah.
It's
So
fine.
we have South by Southwest coverage coming to the channel, Oscar race coming to the channel because I screened a bunch of those films, talked to a bunch of those creators behind those projects. So look for all that content. If we're not, there's nothing big like that, we're bringing you in other areas. We keep it moving over here at NRW. So uh, outside of that, so you're just gonna be chilling? What do you, or you don't want the people to know? I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out my segue off of your
No,
birthday.
no, no, you're good. So for my birthday, we're not doing much. I never do much. I am always of the opinion it does not matter how old you are. Just live your fucking life, enjoy it, do what you can. It does not matter. Age is just a number, y'all. But my husband is taking me out to dinner. And with that, as an aside, though, what have I been watching? KAYFABEYBABY actually had some interviews for this series. I've but we just started watching Young Sherlock on Prime, and you know what? I'm digging it. I am digging the
Right?
series overall. And then
Ziyi
we're also,
Zhang, I love. I don't the she's like Princess Shuan or whatever. Her
yeah, she's fun.
introduction was amazeballs. And then when I interviewed her and Max Irons, Max plays Mycroft Holmes, Sherlock's
Mhm.
brother. They are amazing together. If you haven't seen my interview on the channel right now, Heather, with the two of them, they're amazing. I love them. And as well as the showrunner, Matthew Parkhill, and the actor that plays Moriarty. Super cool. I hope we can talk more to the cast. And since you've been watching it as well, I'll get you pulled in. But it is a fun series, right?
It's a fun series.
Yeah.
We've been it's a little bit. My husband and I are, we're Gilmore Girls fans. So like we're enjoying like the fast paced talking of it. Like it's really intellectual, but it's also like very down to earth. One of the big complaints I was reading was that people didn't feel like Sherlock was eccentric enough. And honestly, what I really enjoy about the series is that I actually think it kind of exposes the modern day autism, on that scale that Sherlock would be considered if he was Sherlock today.
Mm.
And that's what I've actually been enjoying about it. And I also like how Moriarty he is playing that out of the that out of the pocket kid that he should be, and how he became the villain. Because we still don't know. If you read Sherlock Holmes, does is he the bad guy? Is Moriarty the bad guy, or is he doing something because is he a poison ivy? Is he doing something that he truly believes is correct? And it's kind of not wrong. But we've been enjoying that. We also started watching the second season of High Potential, which we enjoy. That's on Hulu right now. Yeah, I think that's what we're doing. And of course, Scrubs. I'm watching Scrubs. So
Awesome, awesome. All right. Well, there you go. For me, I have stuff I can't talk about at the moment, so I'm gonna keep it moving so we keep those studio people happy. But yeah, a lot of great stuff is heading our way, y'all. Look for that content. Heather and I have been mining away to bring that to y'all, so look for all of that. But let's give you our picks for this week. Heather's got the top pick for me because yeah, I'm Asian, but Asians don't have to watch everything Asian-y or anime and manga. So, Heather, what is your first pick out the gate?
I was gonna say white people also don't. You don't have to watch all the white shit either. We really don't. Honestly, some of it's really bad. It's really bad. Yeah. But anyway, it's I'm really excited about this. It came out my birthday week. This is what I'm going to celebrate for my birthday. One Piece season 2 on Netflix has arrived.
What's a pirate?
A pirate is someone who has adventures and dreams and never, ever gives up. My friends.
Break my heart. If he's going to break my
Put
heart.
together an amazing crew, made it to the Grand Line, and now we're one step closer to our dreams. So let's celebrate! I'm sailing away. Set an open course for the birds and sea.
The Grand Line is a dangerous place. Careful who you trust.
So you're captain of the Straw Hat Pirates?
Monkey D. Luffy. You're going to watch your friends die.
You will never find the One Piece or be king of the pirates.
Bing, bang, boom.
These Baroque word guys are different. They're crazy powerful.
Little help here! Bye-bye, baby.
But there's nothing we can't take on. Together!
Beat down time, baby.
Now!
Good sword.
Sometimes you end up somewhere you never thought you would. And you meet people who stay. That's what the journey's all about.
What are you? What is that?
This is the most fun I've ever had.
Awesome!
All right, hit Netflix this week. It looks epic. It looks cool. Again, I'm not familiar. I didn't watch any of that. But yeah, I'm curious.
I think you shouldn't. Your daughter will absolutely love the series. I'll say that. It's so much fun. I am curious from a fan's perspective who has watched them all, who's got all the tattoos. By the way, I do still owe Taz Skylar my Sanji tattoo. Go watch my interview with him. It's about a different thing entirely, but him gushing about One Piece in my interview with him, which is absolutely wonderful. But it's I will be curious to see how they shorten some events. Of course, this is also the introduction of my favorite character, Robin. I'm so excited to see her in real life. But I'm curious to see these seasons are, 25, 30, 50, 100 plus episodes. And they're talking about putting an entire series into like 13 episodes. So I'm very curious where it is going to go. And yeah, but new season's out. It's as of this recording, it released last night. So it's available to everyone right now.
All right. So yeah, I'm intrigued. I might have to dial in. I was trying to remember the one anime that I didn't watch the anime prior to that, but I liked that went on Netflix. It only lasted a season because people, I don't know, maybe they were hating on it early. I thought it was great. Space Cowboy or something like that. What is this? Space Cowboy? You know what I'm talking about? It's like a phrase they use in there.
Cowboy Bebop?
Cowboy Bebop. That's the one. I enjoyed Cowboy Bebop. Did you not enjoy Cowboy Bebop?
I enjoyed Cowboy Bebop, but there was some negatives. And just like everything, and this is every statement. We are comic book people. We understand this better than anybody. Animation cannot translate into physicality as easily as you think it can. The issues with Cowboy Bebop were mostly plot and script driven, but the fact that people were expecting it to be something be a replicant of the anime is absolutely ludicrous. Cowboy Bebop is known as one of the 10 best animes in history, so there's no way that it could have lived up to the expectation. But I love the casting. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
I have no idea what's gonna, but a lot of the complaints that we're seeing, other than the racist ones, because people are racist, about One Piece are very similar. Where you see the complaints, the legitimate, non-racist, non-sexist. Remember, if you say anything sexist, or racist, you are a bigot, not a critic. And when it comes down to it, it's all of the other statements are very much the same thing. The plot is going in a very different way. Things have been changed not to replicate the anime. And it's going a little too fast when you have so Oda, the guy who wrote the man who is writing One Piece, he's probably one of the greatest world builders in history. That is not just me being biased. That's just kind of a fact. And you don't get all of that when you cut everything to a shortened perspective. But you also need to do that. You and I aren't going to sit here for 1,000 episodes and watch live people do things. We're not. It's never going to happen. And with that being said, you're seeing that same you're seeing that same statement where people want to replicate the anime. And I'm glad that it's still going. This third season has already been announced. Of One Piece. But we'll see how much further it goes with that, because you're already seeing it again. You're seeing those same statements regarding Cowboy Bebop with One Piece. It's just, it's not the same, because it's not. It's live action.
I'm curious how this escaped and Cowboy Bebop didn't escape it. I think this looks amazing, but like Cowboy Bebop, I didn't read the prior stuff, so it brought me in as a new fan, and I was like, oh, love it, and then they went away. This one I want to check out, but it's a little bit more piratey. I'm more of a space guy, so I'm a space cowboy. This is more piratey, so I don't know. Yeah.
So one of the big things that I will say this, and this is to anybody, if you want to try watching One Piece, you want to try reading One Piece, you want to try doing anything, one of the really great things about the series is it was originally written for 8-year-olds. It was originally written for 8-year-olds. Yeah, there's big boobs. Yeah, there's small waists, and it does kind of there are some crude jokes here and there, but it's technically made for 8-year-olds. And you are supposed to grow up as you read the series. You're supposed to get older. 2 years goes by, extended periods go by, and you are growing up with the characters. And I think that's one benefit to One Piece, is that you can have a larger crowd of people come into this series. The entire family can watch One Piece and feel comfortable with it. And of course, they are reducing some of that sexuality down for the live action, just because it doesn't work in real life. It just doesn't. It can't happen. And so with that being said, I think that it creates a larger audience and a larger appeal, whereas Cowboy Bebop, unfortunately, and this is very unfortunately for the anime, you have a group of people that love that series to death, It has limited access on. There's limited access to it on streaming, and so you have a fading audience who are desperate to love it, and that's not enough to keep a series going. Especially when a portion of them are assuming that the live action is going to be exactly like the comic book or exactly like the anime or manga. It's not going to happen. Okay. So I do think that's where the benefit, the difference lies. One Piece is more accessible.
All right. Well, there you go. Heather breaks it down. So One Piece is dropping this week with season 2. But over on HBO Max, Heather, I'm really excited about this one. I sat in on the conference for this. A new series starring Steve Carell. If you don't know Steve Carell is from The Office, he's been in a bunch of projects, The 40-Year-Old Virgin. He's tag teaming with Danielle Deadwyler, who's another great, amazing actress, for a series called Rooster. You ready to check this one out, Heather?
Sure.
All right, here we go.
Dad, I love that you're here, but I don't need you to check on me.
I just want to help. I know you're going through something with your marriage.
Casey? Everybody knows. This place like a fishbowl. That guy knows.
He doesn't know.
Excuse me. You know that my husband left me for a grad student, right?
Yes.
What can I do for you, Greg?
I'm here to make sure that Katie's job is safe.
She burned down the faculty house.
It was an accident.
She also assaulted a professor.
I still love you.
Ow!
That was on purpose.
You're a best-selling author parents have actually heard of. We really could use your help.
In the book, Rooster had sex a few times.
16 times.
Oh, good. You counted.
17 if you include the oral sex.
Have to include that. Yeah, let's include it.
Look, we all messed up. But at our cause, we are all good people. You are a bad person, and I hate you.
Hey, Rooster. Oh, hey there.
The kids call you Rooster?
Some of the kids think I'm kind of like my character.
Nice washboard. Are you okay? Anytime Katie has a problem, I swoop in.
But I can't fix this. I'm not Rooster.
This is college. You can be the Rooster if you want.
Hey, Sailor.
Cock a doodle doo.
I don't think it's a good idea. I am not going to succumb to peer pressure. All right.
We do hard things to make ourselves stronger. But it can't continue unless you put some gasoline on the fire.
Crush it, Rooster! I'm gonna crush it!
Nobody's spoken.
Oh, I'll taste her foot! Okay, you go!
Did she say how long to wait? Because I think we are supposed to start. Oh, all right.
Nice mustache, jerk.
I can hear you.
Yeah, I know. No, I didn't. I'm sorry.
All right, there you go. Coming to HBO Max. I love Steve Carell. Danielle Deadwyler is amazing, but the overall theme of, I'm a dad looking out for my daughter. I'd probably do the same thing. Looks cool. And then him kind of, Return to 40-Year-Old Virgin, how like Steve Carell gets influenced by a bunch of other guys, which makes that awesome. So Steve Carell being a dad, author, here to do stuff to take care of his daughter, but then being influenced by other college kids. Seems like there's going to be some hilarity going on in there, some wild throwback stuff like that. Yeah, looks cool for me. So I'm very excited for this one. How about you?
But explain what John McGinley is doing instead of being on Scrubs. Explain what he's doing.
That man is working. They actually brought that up at the press conference.
Did they?
And Steve, oh my God. Yes, during the press conference, Steve Carell was talking about how there was a mention on how he did this series as well as that. And Steve Carell made a joke that he's never seen Scrubs. So John C. McGinley was rubbing it in the entire press conference. Oh, but you wouldn't know that, Steve. Like some other kind of like cross comments. It was absolute hilarity. Yeah. John C. McGinley is a genius. He's amazing as well. But yeah, it made the press conference, by the way. I was like, okay, let's go. To have them going in at it. Like, just disrespecting John in a way, right? Like, yeah, absolutely. Okay, you're Steve Carell, dude, but come on now, I'm John C. McGinley too, brother, and I did this and the third, and I'm working. I got Scrubs, but you wouldn't know that, Steve. It was amazing.
I will say this for those of you out there who have never read or heard about McGinley's recovery process from substance abuse. It is an incredibly harrowing story. Just as a side statement. So to see him come back in the way that he has over the past couple of years has been great. I've absolutely loved it. With that aside, this looks like fun. This looks like silly fun. Is it something I'm running to? I don't know. It's Steve Carell can make some really good shit, and then he can also make some really mediocre shit. And there's like no in between for him. It's either really fun and good or really mediocre.
Yeah. I think the supporting cast helps this one, or at least I haven't seen an episode of this yet, so I'm kind of giving a blind recommendation. I will say that. But I think the other grouping fills it out, and because of that press conference, I'm like, yeah.
You're pro because of the okay, that's fair. And to be fair, for those of you out there, there is a reason that we do press conferences. There's a reason we do interviews. Learning these things about the series that we have no interest in can change our entire perspective. So if you don't think that should you be reading every single review out there? No. But there might be a reason that you should read an interview. There might be a reason that you should get the transcript of a press conference, because you learn some really cool shit that might change your perspective of a film, of production. And that's why we always say here that it takes a fucking village to make a movie or make a show, because you would be surprised how much work, love, and passion goes into every project, even the shittiest ones.
Well said, Heather. Well said. All right, my top pick for this week is a feature film. I know people are like surprised right now, because we did 2 TV series streaming stuff out the gate when normally we do theatrical film releases and stuff. It's because, well, number one, I'm sure you're all looking, why didn't they talk about Undertone? Underwhelming, undercooked, underperformed, under a rock. You'll see a review soon on the channel for that. I don't even know why I need to do a review, because it was garbage. My reaction coming out of the theater is already up on the channel, but we'll get into it. It had promise, y'all, but yeah, save your money. I hope that's the bottom of the year for me. I'm sure it won't be. God, I'm sure it's not going to be, because Heather knows. But I really wish that would be the bottom of the year for me, but we'll find out.
And it's never the bottom. It's never the bottom.
There's a film called The Gates. I didn't see that at all, but that I will say looks interesting. We're not putting that in here. And if you love romance, young adult romance movies, Reminders of Him is dropping this week. I didn't get a chance to screen it because we're going to be covering some theater here on the NRW, and we're trying to make that happen. So I might go check that out if we get something with that. But yeah, so if you love that kind of stuff, that's there. But the feature that we're going to talk about, my top pick for this week, is called Slanted. Let's check out the trailer, Heather. Here we go.
Have you ever suffered the injustice of being a person of color in this world? Have you ever had someone tell you how impressed they are, how well you speak English without an accent?
你为什么老是化这么浓的妆啊？
Speak English, Mom?
Or are you just tired of the way white folks look at you? If you can't beat them, be them.
Hi, my loves. I have some sad news. I'm not going to run for prom queen.
Ugh, gag.
You think Olivia's racist and stupid, so help me beat her for prom queen. I have a whole plan. Vote for me. Vote for me.
你的头发怎么啦？本来的黑头发不是很好看吗？
I've decided I'm going to endorse one girl for prom queen. Someone we all want to be, irregardless of prejudice. I can see your black roots. Ew. Hello?
Don't be shy.
What is this place?
We help you reach your true potential.
Welcome to ethnic modification. 3, 2, 1. This is my favorite part. How are you feeling?
It's good to be white.
Hey, new girl.
Hey, come sit.
你为什么要这么做？
I just gave myself an upgrade.
finally be treated the same as everybody else.
Look at what you've done to yourself. What happened?
Hey, I'm busy.
For a new plant to grow, the seed has to die.
This is a common side effect. This is a common side effect. This is a common side effect.
Joe, how wonderful is it to be white?
Do yourself a favor. Get tickets to a Michael Bublé concert. That experience as a white person will change your life.
All right, Heather. Slanted is hitting theaters this week. I've checked it out, and Heather will be checking it out soon. So we'll put together a review for y'all. Man, it's a story that I think for those that may not know that there's people like myself and others that feel like we're not that American standard, that Hollywood, that beauty standard of what the right person should be, which is this is difficult as fuck because I don't want it to sound racist, but this also is discussing racism. It's talking about beauty standards. We live in Trump's America, and and we all know he's a Nazi. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just saying he's a Nazi. We all know what he's trying to make the world look like. Yeah, it's important we talk about these things. And for those that don't know how their community feels or how we perceive the film and how the world feels on us, that is what they depict in this film. And I think it's a great film. It's depressing as fuck for me. Well, for those of us that have lived it, but I think it's necessary for those that don't understand to see and feel what we kind of think. And also for those, I just want to give a hug to the actors in this, although they're performing their job, but for people that feel like this, like, thankfully I've had a community of people that made me feel loved, that I didn't want to change myself or anything. But this is just a very real thing, and I'm glad that we have a film that's tackling this subject. Anyway, Heather, go ahead. I'm sorry. I got on a soapbox. We don't do that here. And apparently I called Trump a Nazi, but I'm just speaking real.
We might just lose some of that algorithm. That's all. That's fine.
But they're gonna comment and just they don't understand that those comments are gonna like amplify.
They help us. Yeah, it's fine. Oh no, I meant the other way. I mean, you two might get mad.
We're too woke, Heather.
We're too woke. We are really woke. But it's with the, and what's really funny is the comments are very, very pointed, y'all. Y'all, you are proving the point. Calling me an angry feminist and being really racist in the comments towards QUP. Y'all are calling yourselves out. Anyway, with that being said, this film, we've said this a couple of times. The people who need to see this film will not. The people who need to see this film, they have my complexion and they will not go see it. Which is unfortunate, because one of the ways, y'all, we are told, white people, this is my message from one white person to another, to all the other white people out there. People of color ask us to educate ourselves, to learn, to listen, to watch, to figure things out. It's not that difficult. It really isn't. There's some really fucking great literature out there. But if you are too lazy to read, and no disrespect, reading is hard, reading is time. Totally respect that shit. We have other forms of media that are easily consumable and can help teach us lessons, even if it is not absolute fact. We have films like this that can demonstrate a point in a consumable way and teach us a good, important lesson. That's all you got to do. You got to watch a fucking movie. Watch a fucking movie and learn a lesson. That's all we got to do. That's it. With that being said, I'm really excited to watch this movie. I love body horror films. I think the Substance review that we did was one of the longest reviews we've done.
My favorite film of that year.
I know.
It was amazing.
I know.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited. I love Kiernan Shipka, of course. Shipka, of course. Our Sabrina. It's going to be a lot of fun. I wonder when she's going to break out. She's in her 30s. I wonder when she's going to break out. the teenageness at some point. I think she's she's either in her late 20s or early 30s. But she looks young and fantastic. But with that being said, I do think it's going to be unfortunate because the people who need to watch this film won't.
Yeah. And so I just want to tell people that, might see themselves in the mirror watching this.
Mhm.
You're still loved, just hugs, self-love, just we've got to do that. And it broke my heart. And again, it's important. Anyway, I'm going to just runneth the moutheth. But Shirley Chan, McKenna Grace, she's been in a lot of movies I've seen of late. Big fan of her.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Maitreyi Ramarish, she's in Never Have I Ever. That's on Netflix. I love her. I wish she had a bigger role in it. She has a strong role, an important role in this film. But I need more of her. But a great cast of young actors in this. Yeah. All right. So we have One Piece, Rooster, and Slanted. Heather, where are you stopping on the scale this week?
I feel like an 85. 85. And it's mainly because Rooster. Like the other two, I'm really excited about. I'm definitely excited about One Piece. I am very, very excited about Slanted. But Rooster, I'm kind of up in the air about. But I'm still going to say like 85, like 85%.
I'm right there with you. Slanted I've already seen. Rooster, I'm curious, but haven't seen it at all yet. And One Piece is right about there at the same. So yeah. But I got to check out season 1. And it's fun time to do that.
It's so much fun.
Yeah.
So much fun.
All right, y'all. Those are our picks. Let us know what you think in the comments below. If we should have talked about The Gates, if we should have talked about Undertone was the best and scariest film of the year. It's not. Reminders of him. And I'm a racist. Talk to me in the comments below. I don't care.
You're a racist. What? Okay.
Because I talked about how the Hitler orange guy is a Nazi, which he is. And I'll continue to say that. Yeah. Hit us up in the comments below. Heather Hurt Creepy, Nerds Rule the World.